Hello, everyone. So today we are going to be talking about slope. Woo! Okay, so to start, let's talk about when we were talking about the equation of a line. And when we're talking about that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here and pull up a nice whiteboard. We were talking about how we had this y equals mx plus b form. There we go, right there. So we had this y equals mx plus b. And so we know that our m here stands for our slope, right? So we've got our slope. And our b stood for our y-intercept. But what exactly is slope? What do you guys think that slope is? So I like to explain slope as if we're walking. And if we're walking on a completely plain, normal sidewalk, totally straight, there is no slope to that at all. But if we're walking along and we reach a hill, that's where we start to get a slope. And so, let me draw a line. Oh, there we go. So that's where we get our slope from. So then we start walking up this little line here. Our little person starts walking up. Person's walking up our slope, right? And so slope is anything on our graph that is either going upwards or downwards with our line. So we can have a straight line, right? Or we can have a sloped line that goes something like this. How much up or down our y and our x-axis we're going. So let's watch a quick little video about slope. Cute little song that I pulled out for you guys. So let me go ahead and I'm going to pull that up for you. And here we go. Oh no. All the fun technology. Okay. Hopefully we can all hear it.
Look at that Cartesian plane. Isn't it just so beautiful? X on the horizontal, Y up and down the vertical. Now there's this thing called slope. There are two ways that it's expressed. It's the rise over run. It's the change in Y over the change in X. Slope measures the steepness of a line. A higher slope means a steep incline, and the reverse is also true. A low slope makes the line flatter too. See, there's this thing called slope. There are two ways that it's expressed. It's the rise over run. It's the change in Y over the change in X. Let's see slope y-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Oh my, the relationship between x and y depends on the constants m and b. M, you see, is the value of the slope, so a higher m means a steeper line. B is the y-intercept, where the line crosses the axis of y. Now there's this thing
Awesome. Okay. So in that song, it talks about how our slope is the rise over the run. In other words, how much up we're going over how much vertically we're going. So if we're looking at our equation that we had, that y equals mx plus b, there we go. We have that y equals mx plus b. Say we had an equation that was something like this, y equals 1 over 2 x plus 3. Well, if we were to graph that, it would look something like this. Let me give ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do, 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 do. So we're going to start at our y-intercept, which is this 3. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3. And this is our starting point. Now we're going to look at our slope. And our slope says is 1/2. So what does that mean? Well, we've got our 1 over 2. And this is our rise over our run. In other words, this is how much up or down we're going to go versus how much to the left or right we're going to go. So in this case, it's saying we're going to go from our point that we started at 3 up 1 and over 2. And so our first point is going to be here. We can also, to make our line go the other direction, go down 1 over 2. It'd be somewhere around here. And so then we have points to make our line. And we can keep going from this point up 1 over 2. And we will stay on that line. How cool is that? Awesome. So let's check this out on an actual graphing system. I'm going to pull up something that we're a little bit familiar with called Desmos. And so Desmos is what we use to graph in our last lesson. So let's pull that up again here. We're going to take a look at what our slope does. So if we had something, an equation that was y equals 3/5 x plus, let's do 4. Our line's going to look something like this. And our slope, we can see, is 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go up 3 and over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that puts us right here. And also go down 1, 2, 3 and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll keep us right on our line. How cool is that? Now, let's say that we change our equation up a little bit and we decide to do a negative slope. So we have something that looks like this. Y equals negative 3 over 5 x plus 4. We can see that that changed directions, right? So our original is going this way, and our new equation is sloping negatively, so it's going this way. But the concept is the same, so we'll have our starting point. They both have the same intercept of 4 here. And we're going to go, in this case, down 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 5, positive 5. So only one of these is going to be negative. Either the 3 or the 5 can be negative, but not both of them. So we're only going to pick one. So we're going to pick the 3 to be negative in this case. So I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it lands us right at this point here. So that's just a little fun with our positive and negative slopes. So for you guys to practice, I found a really, really neat activity that I'm going to go ahead and pull up. It is a Desmos activity. I know you guys have used Desmos activities before, so you guys should already have all the logins. However, I am going to show you the link to get to this activity. What you'll do is you will go ahead and click on the link. I'll also post it to your Canvas. You can pause this video to see the link and type it in if you wanted to do that. Probably easier just to click on the link in Canvas. It'll be under your assignments. But either way works perfectly well. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull up the Desmos activity, and you're going to do this activity. So let me go ahead and pull up the Desmos activity for you. See here. And going to be marble slide fun. So our goal in this activity is to change an equation to have this little marble here go through all of the stars. So it'll look something like this when you do it successfully, and it'll let you know that it's a success. So if we're looking at next problem, we're going to look at this equation here over on the left-hand side and change this equation so that this marble will go through all of these stars. So you'll have to kind of play around and see what will make the marble go through the stars. What if I put a negative here? Not quite. What if I changed this to a 3? Still not yet. So let's go back, and I'm going to put it all back to the original again. I'm going to start back where we started. Uh-oh, maybe not. There we go. And I'm going to start playing with this side and see if what I move here will help me get to those. I'm going to do -5. Oh, I still missed the marbles. So what you guys are going to do is go through each of these problems and change the equation to try to make it go through these stars. And so when you're finished with that, I'll be able to see, and I'll be able to check each of yours screens. So this will be a graded assignment. But yeah, with that, have fun with it. There is one at the very end here, if I can get to it, where it's free play. You can just start adding your own equations and see what happens. So yeah, enjoy. And so moving on, now that we've learned what slope is, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about finding slope if we're just given 2 points. So what if it isn't given to us in that equation of a line form, in that y equals mx plus b form? What do we do? So for instance, if we're given something like 3, 6 and 7, 9. What do we do with that? Well, we have an equation to help us out, and this is our slope equation. So our slope equation is going to be m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so where are we getting these x's and y's from? Well, you're going to pick one equation to be 1 and one equation to be equation 2. So in this case, I'm going to pick, this is going to be my equation 1, and this is going to be my equation 2. So in other words, this right here is going to be my x value, right? So this is going to be my x1. And this right here is my x value in this set of points. And so this is going to be my x2. And then similarly, we'll do the same with the y. This is going to be my y1. And this is going to be my y2. And then what we're going to do is plug those points into our equation. So it'll look like m equals, what is our y2? Well, our y2 is 9 minus our y1, which is 6, over our x2, which is 7, minus our x1, which is 3. And so that's going to give us 3 over 4. So let's do one more problem. I'm going to go ahead and clear this out. And I'm going to rewrite our equation of a line, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And I'm going to get the points. Let's see, 8, 3, and 12, 2. So we're going to take our y2, which is going to be 2, and our y1, which is going to be 3, over our x2. I forgot to do this. Label the equations 1 and 2. Over our x2, which is going to be 12, minus 8. And so we've got m equals 2 minus 3 over 12 minus 8. Give you a second to try to solve that on your own. Awesome, awesome. So what we should have gotten is -1 over 4. And so that right there is going to be our slope. So I have a few practice problems for you all to try out on your own. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up those practice problems. Let's see. Do, 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 do. So this will also be part of your homework, doing these practice problems along with the marble slide activity. And this is 8 problems for you to do. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go through and you're going to find the slope of each of these problems, 1 through 8, and make sure to show all your work. And then what you're going to do is take a picture of it and send it in to me on our Canvas. I will also post a copy of this so that if you want to pause the video and do the problems from the video, you totally can, but I will also post a copy of this within our assignments as well. Yeah, so we're going to go through each of these problems, solve them using our new handy dandy slope equation, and then turn that in when you are finished. It has been great learning about slope with you all. To finish up, I just want to summarize what we have for to-dos for our homework. And so to finish up, we are going to, for our homework, do our Desmos marble slide activity and our finding slope given 2 points activity. And you can turn both of those in on Canvas. You can find both of those on Canvas. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye.